So this is our open house, and I'm with Kim Milholland, and I'm kind of impressed. She just got this barn find, and it hasn't run since
1979 or so.
And where did it come from?
It came from Kansas.
And it hasn't run since 1970-something. And she was working till 10 o'clock last night doing...
Well, I was just changing the transmission and the rear end fluid after my little maiden 10-mile voyage to the DMV yesterday. So I figured I needed to, make sure all the fluids and stuff were good before I came up here.
That's amazing. So tell us about the car.
Well, it's actually, I think, legitimately documented 54,300 miles, and it's been dead for so long, I kind of believe it. And so I really wanted to drive something to see if I would actually like deluxe, because I usually don't like deluxe just because of what they're like. So I was really excited to get this on the road and to drive something that would be, from 1970-something, right? Because, and it actually remarkably drives incredibly well. And so I'm impressed with the old power steering and such when it's not very many miles on it.
So Deluxe, it has tilt away, which works perfect. Power disc brakes. It's got a few options. Cobra Jet 4-speed. Don't see these rolling around our part of the woods too often. So, is it a keeper?
Maybe.
How many cars do you have?
Maybe 20.
Maybe 20.
I don't count. Does that count parts cars?
Yeah, it counts. How many does your husband have?
Oh, I don't know. He only has maybe 10.
Oh, maybe only 10.
Yeah. There's too many cars.
Well, thanks. We'll take some footage of it. This is cool. Carl and LaDonna drove how many hundreds of miles?
Oh, it's not that far. It's 150, something like that.
It's only 150 something in the heat in their classic car. And Carl had the great idea, let's go to my favorite auto parts store for our anniversary and spend 2 or 3 days there just walking back and forth through the aisles of my favorite auto parts store and wrecking yard. Now, why would you do this?
It's all about the Cougars. It's all about the Cougar cars. You have to buy parts, and it keeps everything happy.
And this was her idea, right?
Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll believe that.
So tell us about your car.
It's a '67 Cougar. My parents bought in '69. It was a lease return, and my dad traded a '64 Falcon for it, and pretty much I've had it my whole life and done a lot of work on it, and it's kind of our baby. Sits in the garage most of the time and gets pampered. It gets me in trouble with my wife all the time because I like spinning the tires. So,
but she's okay with you spending money on it.
Yeah, a little bit. You know how they are.
I'm not supposed to say anything about that other account.
Yeah, no, don't tell her about the other account, the Cougar account.
I'm experienced.
Okay, these guys drove how many miles?
880 actually.
880 miles. And your names are?
Daryl and Deb Tate.
880 miles from?
Okotoks, Alberta.
And this was the car's maiden voyage?
Yes, it is. I only had a couple of short 10-mile trips before this trip, so. And actually the
rad... You were
for
this? Sure, why not?
we left a couple extra days just in case, so.
Oh, okay. And no major problems?
No issues at all, so.
Well, that's great.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
and your car is a 390.
390, yeah, 68, and 4-speed. Originally a C4 automatic, but we switched to a 4-speed.
And this is your first time to Oregon?
Yes, very first time. So
Right on.
yes,
Right on. So, meet your expectations? I mean,
very good. Yes. So already spent lots of money in the store again. So
honest, that isn't our reason for doing this.
no. So.
Well, we're honored to have you come this
Well, we're-
far and just to hang out with us here and look at other Cougars.
Oh, you bet.
Well,
Lots
have you ever been to a Cougar show with this many Cougars?
No, first Cougar show. So first old collector car I got. So
Well, congratulations. That's great.
so.
Thanks
No.
for coming.
Well, thanks for having us. So.
Yeah. Okay, this is David Finister. Did I say Finister right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, David Finister. He's had this Cougar since you were a teenager?
I've had it since I was a teenager, and it's been in the family since it was brand new.
Brand new. And he comes to this event every year, and he says this is his favorite car event. And you go to quite a few other events, don't you?
I try to go to a few events where I'm the only Cougar ever, so I come here where I'm at home.
Oh, cool, cool. Well, tell us about the car.
It's a 70, very base Cougar, 351 2-barrel.
What's your plans for it?
Well, let me think. I'm going to fix it up slowly as I go. I'm going to keep the paint the way it is until the kids get their bikes out of the garage
Smart
after
man,
they
smart man.
graduate high school. Work on the drivetrain. It's got 220,000 original miles, never been torn apart. So I'm just going to keep it working and keep it going until eventually I'll afford to do the cosmetic stuff.
And when he's 21, you're just going to give it to him, right?
When he's 21, he's going to earn it from me.
Oh, so what's the deal with you? When do you get your dad's car?
My dad's car when he finally eats the dust. Hey, Dad, how's it going? Sorry.
Okay, this story is too incredible for me to even talk about here. I couldn't repeat it all. It's unbelievable. But this family drove all the way from California in 2 Cougars, camping along the way, and what happened?
It broke.
Our plans went astray.
Yeah.
Led astray. There we go.
Yes.
In Reading, approximately 4 hours from the house, when we left, the front bushing on the transmission of the C6 of a 68 big block decided it wanted to start leaking fluid. So on I-5, there's approximately 20 miles of ATF until we could find a place that would work on the vehicle. So well lubricated I-5, definitely not our fault. It was the car's fault. Gentleman at Red Bluff Transmission had us back on the road the next day, 4 hours later. And coming down Grants Pass, 68 big block Cougar, decided number 8-cylinder did not want to work. Broken push rod, bent push rod, tried to remove push rods, and we have other noises that are yet to be determined. So what the kids have come up with is, what is Mommy's car going to be now?
Trash? I don't know. The trailer queen.
So even though we've denied and said we're going to drive our cars, we're not going to trailer queen, I think Dixie thinks that she wants to be a trailer queen. So I don't. What's Mom say about that?
Ain't gonna happen. I think it's time for a bonfire.
So if you think it's too difficult to drive your car long distance, we're here to prove you wrong. One of 2 is here. The other one is camping all by itself about 2 hours away. So you've got to come out here. You got to see all the cars. Great people. We've been getting phone calls all day from everybody offering to help us trailer the car, pick it up. So thank you for the Cougar families out there for helping us out. We really appreciate it.
And we got to get here again next year. Yes, we're coming again next year.
And next year it'll be 3 Cougars.
Persistence. One word, persistence. Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much.
How many are there, Isaac? Oh, you missed. I got both of them.